Bro, what are you eating?
Meatballs?
You're just eating a bowl of meatballs?
Yeah.
We live in a house of 32 us's
Figments of my imagination.
and our girlfriend.
My girlfriend.
Aren't you afraid of, getting a new nickname?
New nickname?
Yeah, like Meatball Boy?
Is that really the best you can do?
Boston Ball Boy.
The Meatball Man.
Meatball on Ice.
Thick, round, and saucy.
Low quality meat lover.
Low quality ball eater.
Ha! Low quality ball eater. Good one. No, not me, him. God damn it.
Low quality fans of a high quality Boston Bruins franchise. It came to me in the moment. Nailed it. Changing that up just a little bit. Because I can't say it tonight. I can't say a high quality team tonight. Doesn't mean I can't say it after Saturday's game. Doesn't mean I can't say it the rest of the season. Can't say it tonight. I am so disappointed, as many of you are. This was a new way to lose. It felt like a new way to lose. Not different in the sense of once again we had a lead in the game and then boop. Couldn't grow the lead, couldn't hold on to the lead. And you could even say the one goal we did get kind of not lucky. Hall, skillful, nice shot. Fuck, I wish he would do a little more enforcing of his will on the game, imposing of his presence. This was a nightmare. This was an actual nightmare. I don't even know what to say. This isn't going to be a long video. It's not going to be a long video. Once again, no, let's go to the main point. New way to lose. You know why it's a new way to lose? We have had games where the effort wasn't all there, right? We have had games where the effort was and just couldn't get the puck to go our way. We know we're not a very skilled scoring team. We depend on defense, special teams, and we have games where we get scoring throughout the lineup. But we're always going to be a middling team with this roster at scoring. I thought we would be better than we have been. But we knew we weren't going to be a juggernaut offensively. I don't think our defense is bad. I don't think our goaltending's been bad. In fact, I would say most of this game, you really felt bad for Olmark. Not that he was getting shellacked, but he wasn't getting a ton of support in goals, especially. But this one's a new way to lose because you play so well for 20 minutes. Dominated the first period. Looked like you were going to cruise to a win over a pathetic Islanders team this year. Team that cannot score to save their life. A team that struggles in net. And yet, the second period starts. I just haven't seen this team, not this season, stop playing the way they did. And I mean, stop playing. Completely. Up and down the lineup. Very few players tried to carry water. It was incredible. DeBrusk, you want to talk about... I don't want to pick on DeBrusk because it was everybody. But when you really want to see a player just spin and go off the ice, jump on, spin, go back to the bench. Wow. Forbort had plays. Riley was always... He looked to see if anyone was closer before he went for the puck every time. And it started to be like, no, you're not trying to make a safe play. You just don't want to move the 12 feet. Riley was abhorrent this game. And I know there are certain plays. Where, he jumped in. And there's other players that there are specific moments where, they had a little energy for a moment, a fleeting wisp of a moment. But for the most part, everyone quit. Almost everyone quit. Everyone looked around for someone else to have the puck on their stick. You are a professional hockey player. You know what? It's not in everyone's blood. Especially for those of you who are athletes who have played at any level. Any level, this is noticeable. There are those who want the game on their stick, and then there are those who want to support those people, who want to play the game, but they do not want to be the guy, right? And in the NHL, a professional hockey league, most of the players want to be the guy. That's how they got to the league. Most of them want the game on their stick. Tonight? No. I'd have a hard time naming 3. I'm so disappointed. I want to be optimistic. You guys know my stance. Unrelenting optimism. I force myself to be optimistic because I enjoy the sport. I love the game. Not that game. Because I don't care how much you love hockey, that game sucked. It was awful. It was a snooze fest, including the first period. Absolute bore. The audience is awful. Jeez, the loudest they got is when they were doing the fucking wave. We'll talk about that. What a nightmare. I'm not making excuses for anybody tonight. I'm not putting an optimistic spin because I can't. I want to, but I can't. I've got nothing left. Again, this doesn't mean that's the rest of the season. Doesn't mean the season's over. But I have no ability to put a positive spin on this game. And if you have them in the comments, I'd love to hear them. I'd love to. Because I can't find one. Shocking. Not a long video tonight. Not a long video. Because there's not a lot to talk about this game. Unless, of course, you'd like me to list every time we iced the puck, missed a pass, threw the puck away, failed a clearance. We could be here all night if you wanna. Do you wanna? No, you don't wanna. You don't wanna. The Islanders have lost 3 in a row, 7 of their last 10. Not a bad team defensively, not usually terrible in net. We're gonna get there in a second. But terrible in offense. Cannot score to save their lives. They're bottom 4, I think, in the league in scoring. Between the pipes, they have Sorokin, who has a .885 in his last 3 starts. Of course, as usual, we made the goalie look like he's an all-star. Like he's on his way to win the Vezina. Also, friendly reminder, Chara's on the Islanders, so good for them, I guess. Ullmark gets a start. Ullmark did not have a bad game. First goal, you could argue that you want him to have. That's a lot of traffic. You kind of wish one of the 3 guys there cleared the puck out if they gave any effort. The other goals, I mean, obviously there was the empty net. There's the, hey, he made 2 saves and then couldn't make the 3rd. Maybe he shouldn't have to make 3 saves, all from different positions of the ice. I can't even remember the second goal right now. I can't remember it. Was this one, it was the second one his fault? Hold on, I'll scroll through my notes here. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't love the second goal. He was screened by a lot of guys. We'll get there. Ullmark was not the problem for me tonight. He really wasn't. He didn't have any quit in his game. He fucking fought for it. I liked a lot of what he did. Bergeron is back. You'd think we'd get a better effort. Did not fix all our problems. Marchand still suspended. And the odd news about that is no news on the appeal that he went through Wednesday. So we're now past 24 hours. Do you think they just didn't want to release the news knowing that, well, like, if we don't say anything, then he's still suspended another game and we could just wait until fucking Sunday and be like, you only have 1 game left. We're upholding it. I don't know. Weird that you don't hear back from them. Vakanainen is back in. I'm going to say this right now. I thought Vakanainen was fighting. I do think he got infected by the rest of the team with the lackadaisical play. But I do think as far as the young guys go, you'd be surprised to see a young guy just quitting on a game. I don't think Vakanainen did that. I really don't. Clifton and Studnicka are out. That was pretty, with Bergeron and Vak coming in. Clifton absolutely gets shoved out the door with what he's shown lately. Studnicka, just kind of a bummer of who do you push out? Turns out Trent Frederick would have been a good option, but none of us would know that before the game because he had actually been looking decent. Weird to see Freddie get lazy too, by the way. You talk about guys you just don't expect to see that from. What a weird game. Something's bugging this team. I don't know what it is. Puck drops! 9 minutes is my first note. 9 minutes. But there is a nice shift, starting with an absolute pickpocket by Pasta, who was alive in the first. A lot of these guys were alive in the first. Absolute pickpocket. It results in a hooking penalty by Noah Dobson. But the entire play was beautiful. He takes the puck from it. It gets cycled. It's getting thrown at the net. It gets pounded up to the boards. Gets thrown at the net. This was a workman's blue-collar kind of shift. I just can't believe we stopped working. I'm trying to point these things out because for the first period, there were moments, again, very boring period, but there were moments where you went, oh, we have the grit tonight. We want to beat the Islanders. You know, the Islanders, the ones who knocked us out of the playoffs last year, who kind of embarrassed us, who on paper we thought we were much better than, or at least I thought so, who beat us earlier in the season. Roll over and die. Nope, roll over and die. I just don't get it. What happened? Mentally, what happened? I'm going to keep asking that the entire time. We get the power play. Bergeron does not magically fix it. Shocker there. So they kill it off. 5:40 left. Bleed goes for interference. We kill it off. 2:34 left in the period. And we finally get a woo moment. Hall, going down the left side, fights his way through a defender. He kept doing that throughout the whole game. He was one of the few that played the whole game, I thought. Fights his way through the defender. Gets to the sort of halfway through the left circle, maybe towards the bottom, and cuts in wide stance. And pump fakes. It's a weird pump fake, though. Because to my untrained eye, the pump fake to me felt like, hey, I'm about to dangle the defender that's still in front of me and make a rush to the slot. Sorokin took it as, oh shit, he's passing. That was weird to me. I just didn't see it like that. He brings it back. He never really brought it that far forward. It was just a pump. And comes back. Sorokin leaves short side. He just snipes this at a hard angle. Awful play for the goalie, right? It's just really bad. Looked immaculate the rest of the game. Good for him. Good goal. Short side. 1-0. 2:34 left in the first. We had a lead. We had a lead. Oh, I'm so sick of it. And a lead in the first. I mean, you want to talk about, at least we're not going into the third with a lead and losing it again. But a lead is a lead against a team that can't score. I want to be positive. Oh, I want to be positive. I want to be positive. Period will end 1-0. Super boring period. Most of all because the crowd sucked and didn't do shit. Second period was worse. Because not only was it boring, but the Bruins didn't have anything to be excited about. We get outplayed for the first 5 minutes of the second period. Not surprising. I don't know why the second period's a problem. It's the same thing as the first period. It just comes after the first period. And the third period, we usually look better. But the second period is just like the third period, except for the third period happens after the second period. Why would one 20-minute frame be so different than the other two 20-minute frames? They're all identical. All of them are identical. They're all identical. One just happens to be in the middle. Why is this one such a problem? Turns out it was going to be the whole game, the last 40 minutes. But during the second period, at least, you got to be with me on this, right? I'm not going crazy. It's the same thing. It's 20 minutes. It's 20 minutes. It's just in a different place in the first and the third. Losing it. I'm losing it. 9:32 left. Hala's going to go for tripping 1 minute into the power play. Tons of traffic in front of the net. Dobson with a bomb from the top of the slot. Carlo takes a man. Peugeot has two guys around him. Just cuts through. The puck trickled out to the right side of Ullmark. Peugeot just pounds this into the empty net. 1-1 game. Not enough effort to clear out a puck. Not enough effort. 1:30 left, and the Isles fans start doing the wave. Jack was offended. Offended at this. I wasn't offended. I thought it was kind of, ew, why are we doing this? But hey, it's the loudest the crowd has been, including the goal, for the whole game. So I'll take a little bit of crowd noise there. Great. We were the better team for the last 3 minutes. I should point that out. I've been a little harsh about the last 40. Last 3 minutes of that period, second period, we were the better team. Good for us, I guess. Third period starts 6 minutes in. Just a harmless shot from Dobson from the right point. 4 guys in front of Ullmark. Ullmark doesn't find his post. He's not looking around the correct side. Just gets past everybody and in. Just beats him. Beats him on the right side. Wow. I don't like the goal. I wish he saw that one coming. I know there's a lot of screens But that kind of shot not getting tipped or anything, you got to have your short side on those. That being said, here's why he gets a huge pass. It went off the post, off him, and in. That's... I'm not going to crush the guy for that. But I did not like this goal. I thought that he could have been a little more proactive on it. It is challenging, though, because you got to pick a side to try to look around the screen, and he just wrong 50-50, you know? So it's 2-1. You allowed this team to stay in the game. You looked so much better in the first. You're the better team throughout the season. You completely let everybody just do whatever they want in the second period. So you've got yourself in this situation, and now one shot from the point finds its way through, and you're losing. You're losing the game right now. I thought they'd wake up. I really did. Directly after, there's a 40-second wall battle that the refs refuse to blow down, and the puck gets kicked out towards Ullmark. Puck gets pushed to Ullmark. Ullmark gloves it up. Nobody rushes over in open ice to give Ullmark a chance to pass it out to them so we don't have to take the defensive whistle. Lackadaisically moving around. He has to hold it for the whistle. That's the kind of play, the little stuff that you go, that's how you lose a game. You just went down by a goal. Where's the push, guys? In the third period, where's the push? This is not a team that can turn it on when they want to. You got to play the whole game. They didn't even play half the game. 10 minutes left. Ullmark does make a huge save on a cross-slot open bid. It's a chance, huge chance for the Islanders to put this game away. He slides across, gets a piece of it, he thinks, it looks like he almost throws his head back thinking he got by him. Because he's just sitting out there sliding around. But he made a huge save to keep us within one. He tried to keep us in this game. 9:46 left. Frederick messing around, head down, trying to find the puck underneath the skates, gets blown apart by Clutterbuck. Keep your head up, kid. I'm going to be honest. I haven't gone back to watch this. I didn't really see anything that made me go, that's a penalty. The puck was in his skates, and he had his head down, and he was open ice, and the hit might have been a little high, I guess, but it's not like he went through the guy's head. I'm kind of on the side of pick your head up and do better, you know? Regardless, we get the power play. Game on the line, down by 1. Midway through the third. Power play. Do jack shit with it. Have a lot of zone time. Don't get a lot of real chances. Can't bury it, though. Just can't get one through. You let this game get away. We really did. 6:28 left in the game. 3-on-2 for them. Ullmark forced to make the first save from the right dot. Makes it. Puck gets bounced up into the middle of the slot. Now, instead of there being contention for this, Riley starts to just stop. Riley doesn't continue to force the issue. The Islanders player comes in, just goes right by Riley, and takes another bid. Another save. Puck gets bounced out now to the right of Ullmark. Barzal, who continued to play, is there. McAvoy, who stopped playing, is also sort of there, but he's puck watching. And Barzal has an open net. People just kept stopping playing. If there's one thing they were consistent about in the last 40 minutes, it's if there was a puck 4 feet from them, they weren't going for it. Am I being too harsh? Probably. But fuck them. Down 3-1. 3 minutes left in the game. We pull Ullmark. About $1:20 left in the game. It's Nelson from the neutral zone. 4-1. I would have taken them not scoring on the empty net as a little dub. Another team that can't score on an empty net. No. Final score, 4-1. That is now 4 goals in 4 games for our beloved Bruins. That ain't good. That ain't going to win you a lot of games. Oscar Steen needs to be back in this lineup next game. I don't care who gets knocked out. Knock Pasta out. I don't give a shit. Oscar Steen is a give me fuel, give me fire kind of player. Am I biased a little bit right now? Wait, how do I best show this? How do I... Wait, I can't... It's inverted. There you go. Yes. But we need to inject something into the lineup. Somebody with no quit in their bones. You gotta put some energy guy who's really gonna fall through, because that was unacceptable. I know this is a bummer of a video. I want to be more optimistic. But here's what this game means. We need to see way more from this team before March 21st, which is the trade deadline. Or else we have some really, really hard decisions to make. Some uncomfortable discussions. And there are those, I believe, that'll watch this and go, well, slow your roll. We had a really good January. February's been a little rough. Let's not overreact. And I'm with you. But this last week and a half, 2 weeks has been bad. And the first month of the season wasn't great either. We need to really objectively look at this team and figure out what our plan is. That's all I'm talking about, is we need a plan. Maybe this team wakes up, Marchand comes back, it ignites everyone's fire, and we're good to go. But we do need to see a lot more over the next few weeks, or else it's going to... Look, you got to make a decision a few months before the playoffs. That's a real thing. It's going to be some tough conversations, guys, if we continue to play like this. Some real tough ones. And this is a good plug. Check out the Short Shift Pod. We took a week off. We're back. It's I say it's linked below. It's not actually linked below. It's the Short Shift Podcast. You can find it Spotify and Apple Music and wherever podcasts are held, I guess. We talk a lot about trade deadline stuff and the Bergeron decision on all of this. So you should check it out. All right, guys, it does it for me. Like, comment, subscribe. Nailed it. All that good stuff. I am choosing to be happy starting tomorrow morning. So we're going to go back to, happiness. Good. Go Bees!